The U.S. officials came to the Abkhazian capital Sukhumi following talks with Georgian ministers. The main aim of the meetings, they say, is to help the two sides find a peaceful solution. The diplomats held talks with Abkhazia's President Sergei Bagapsh. Both sides are said to have expressed major concern about recent incidents at the unofficial Georgian Abkhaz border and the buildup of troops in the area. 2 days ago, Abkhazia claimed to have shot down yet another Georgian spy plane above the Gali border region. It says this was the 5th such incident in the past few weeks. And although previous agreements prohibit the flight of Georgian drones over Abkhazia, the U.S. representative claimed this is justified.
From where we sit, not in Sukhumi, we see something positive from those flights, which is they help the Georgian side also feel secure that there isn't some new movement of equipment or soldiers into Abkhazia.
Fearing that Georgia is planning a new military operation against Abkhazia, Russia, which has had a peacekeeping force in the region since 1992, has upped its military presence. Moscow says the number of troops does not exceed 3,000, in line with international agreements. But Abkhazia still says a military invasion from Georgia is likely and voiced these fears at the talks with the U.S. diplomats.
We know that Georgia has started armed conflicts a number of times. Whenever it suffered overwhelming defeat, the country has always looked for guilty third parties. We understand that this has always meant Russia. So when we hear things like that, it sounds very familiar to us. We are concerned about this process, and we obviously don't want to wage war, as any war would happen on our territory.
The talks aren't over yet, but the American diplomats seem upbeat. They say the mediators may be able to help ease the latest tensions in Abkhazia.
So I hope working together with our friends and colleagues in Moscow and Tbilisi and here, we can find a way to increase the level of military transparency to reduce tension so that we can move forward with a real peace process.
After meeting with Abkhazia's top officials, the delegation went to Gagra, the breakaway republic's second-largest Black Sea resort. A second day of talks will be held in Gali, a border town where tensions between Georgia and Abkhazia are particularly high. As Russia, Georgia and Abkhazia are voicing concerns over the possibility of a new war, any talks can't help but seem like a positive sign. And no matter what comes out of these discussions, there's always hope that each day of negotiations may be bringing the sides closer to a peaceful solution. Dennis Bolosky, Russia Today, Sukhumi.